Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew Levine, and this is the Koinos Podcast that's all about helping people turn their passions into their livelihoods through freedom technology. Today, I'm here with Aurel, and he's going to tell us about what he's doing. Hey, Aurel.
Hey, Andrew.
So,
Hello,
what are you
everyone.
up to?
So yeah, I think before we start, I can just quickly explain a bit my connection with chess and yeah, the project. So I kind of started my career, let's say, as a professional chess player when I was six, and in 2004 I won the Romanian chess championship with my club back then. But later on, I had to slowly quit professional chess, and I started an internet service provider company back in Bucharest. And I kind of recently came back to the chess world some years ago because I wanted to give something back to this amazing community. And so yeah, instead of kind of spending my evenings in Netflix, I kind of use that time to work on various projects because I'm a member in the Social Commission at the European Chess Union, where we are having projects that are aiming to help mostly elderly, vulnerable people, young people through chess. And for example, this is something that I really love about chess is that one of the use cases, let's say, is that it helps prevent neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, um, but also helps with the general mental health. So there are many projects that we're trying to, in which we're trying to create kind of some clubs for elderly people where they can meet and yeah, play chess and have social interactions. And another amazing project in which the social commission was involved was a chess tournament between prisons, and it was truly incredible to see and really powerful to see people saying that yeah, it was amazing to have the opportunity to show something to the world, that we are not only convicts, so that we are also able to do some other great things like play chess at a quite high level and so on. So that was quite impressive, and I also think that for the kids, chess really develops lots of skills. I remember when I was a kid, I was staying like 5 6 hours at a game, so in one round only like 5 6 hours. And I think now one general problem that the young people are having is related to the attention span, because yeah, they're used to these TikToks, 2 3 5 10 seconds, and then yeah, I want something else and so on. And besides that, I think I got lots of skills from during that time. Skills like, I don't know, strategy, vision, this part with patience, pattern recognition, because yeah, chess is a game of patterns, analytical skills, and so on. And I think I'm using lots of those skills in my professional life. So I think it's kind of a win-win. Also when you're a kid, but also when you're older. And in this direction, we wanted to make a bit the bridge between the new technologies and chess. And when I'm talking about new technologies, I'm looking at yeah, VR, AR, blockchain, and through some social chess projects, we wanted to uh, kind of try to replicate what we have in real life now with these clubs in the virtual world. Because what the problem that we see now with online, of course, you can play online chess, but you don't have the same interaction with the people. Yeah, you cannot really, okay, you can have some chatting with them on some platforms, audio, but you don't really have the full experience. So that's what I think the metaverse is offering. Of course, Metaverse was a bit, yeah, it kind of failed, let's say, some years ago when it started, but we see it now coming back, especially with the rise of popularity in, yeah, Apple's Vision Pro. And we kind of see it as, being, let's say, the next step in social media overall. Like we had this leap many years ago from, I don't know, High Five and MySpace to Facebook, and now later on with TikTok. So we see that yeah, the metaverse will add, let's say, a new layer of human interaction that is not possible on the social media that we have today. And of course, there are many barriers to entry right now. Yeah, all them, let's say, headsets, augmented reality, virtual reality, they're very expensive. But we see that in the past we had also the issue that these platforms are trying to integrate blockchain technologies, but due to the increased price of the gas fees, then many of them kind of failed due to that because people couldn't afford, kind of make an NFT out of something and pay $30-50 just on the gas fee for that on Ethereum. Of course, there are blockchains that have lower gas fees. But the problem with those, as we saw, the price of the gas fee increases with their adoption. So I think this is where Koinos has a huge advantage because it's free to use. So the price will remain the same. Of course, you need to have some tokens in your wallet, but those tokens, after you use the mana, then you can sell them. So it's kind of it doesn't require a full investment that you completely lose, like in the case of gas fees. And this was, I think, one of the barriers for which the metaverse failed a while ago. And in this direction, our goal is to create this kind of social chess club in the metaverse. In the past, we were in discussions with multiple platforms, but those discussions kind of failed at that point because of the gas fees on Ethereum. But now we are resuming them, so that's kind of the goal, to make let's say chess accessible for everyone in the metaverse.
So could you, sorry, everybody, I'm a little sick. Could you talk specifically about the Gambit NFTs and the project that you're doing on Koinos? What is it? Why'd you do it? Why should anyone care about these NFTs?
Yeah, so first we wanted to add something new, to add a new dimension to the NFTs on Koinos. So that's why we designed them as 3D pieces, and we collaborated with Collection to have the 3D viewer there. And since our project is fully open source, then anyone can reuse it to launch their own 3D collections. So our goal was also to bring something to the community that everyone can take and use them. So that they can make their own collections metaverse ready. And as I mentioned, we were in discussions with multiple metaverse platforms, and our goal here is to make the integration of Koinos in one of those metaverse platforms. We're still in discussions, so I don't have a name now. In order to make our social chess club, but also allow other projects to build something in the metaverse. Or I think our general direction is that in the metaverse of the future, you will be able to make an NFT out of anything. So if you're building something, let's say in the metaverse, then you can just bundle it together and make it an NFT and then trade it or transfer it to someone else and so on. So like that, it will give, let's say, a layer of ownership in the digital world that you can, basically trade and, further monetize it if you want. And because I think this is also one of the reasons why the metaverse failed some years ago, because there was no, let's say, tangible way of ownership. So and I think with Koinos this is possible. Like you can just bundle it together, you make an NFT out of it with zero costs, so you can just try different things and see what works, and you will not have any costs with it. So I think since it's in our kind of human nature to own things, I think this is where the huge value of an integration with Koinos and with the metaverse will be. So that's why we are trying with our social chess project to open the door, integrate with the metaverse, and then let other projects build their own things, and maybe some things that we're not even thinking of right now. So.
Okay, so I think you kind of touched on my next question, but I'm curious to know what's coming next here. Where you're trying to get this? I know you said you're talking to Metaverse projects. Is that to get the Gambit NFTs, the chess NFTs supported, or just
yes.
Koinos? I'm struggling to see where like the NFTs come in. Is it about the NFTs? Is it about Koinos? Is it about chess?
Yeah,
How's it all
we
come
need both.
together?
So basically, they need to first integrate Koinos, so like that we can add our NFTs in their metaverse. So I think by integrating Koinos, then this of course opens the door to other projects to use their metaverse, and hopefully we're also going to showcase to them that yeah, there is a blockchain that is free to use, and they can maybe use it also for other projects that are already on their platform.
Is the idea that if I get one of your chess NFTs, that at some point I'll be able to play chess with,
Yes,
with the
yes,
NFT, and so you
yes.
could have lots of different designs. Are you going to do more designs so that people can choose which pieces they get, or how's that? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. The
What's
idea
the
would be to have kind
attraction?
of some skins for your chess set, so like that you can play with your own pieces. So this is the idea. But yeah, now we're searching for yeah, a metaverse to integrate it to see how would actually this be possible, technically speaking.
Who are you trying to appeal to? Who's your customer? Who should be interested in? Let's just focus on your
Hmm.
NFTs. I don't know if that's the right thing to focus on, but what is the right thing to focus on? If it's the NFTs, what should people? Who should be interested, and then what should they do next? What's their call to action here, and then we could wrap up this
Hmm.
call.
Yeah. Well, first, of course, chess players or people that are interested in chess. Of course, it's a bit of a niche market, let's say. And second one, we kind of see the metaverse evolution towards kind of a social media page, let's say, or like a room where you showcase your NFTs. And yeah, we see our 3D pieces also in this kind of galleries that yeah, many people will have, so that you can yeah showcase, let's say, that you own a set or like a piece and so on. So there are kind of two directions here. One is the people that yeah want to build their own gallery, and the people that are interested in chess and they want to use these pieces as yeah chess skins for the upcoming yeah chess Gambit Club in the
Uh,
metaverse.
so sorry, I might have missed something, but what you're saying is the goal is having a social club
Yes,
in the
exactly,
metaverse
exactly.
for
Yeah,
for chess players, and this is kind of the
yes,
foundation for that social club. I
exactly. Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I see. All right.
Yeah, because we in this direction that chess is helping, against Alzheimer's and kind of improving mental health and this social interaction. I think metaverse is going to help with that, because it kind of replicates the same experience as in a physical chess club, where you can discuss with the people that are around. You play with someone, but you can also discuss with someone next to you, and yeah, kind of replicate yeah the physical chess club in a digital world.
Very cool. Yeah. So I think where the way I kind of think about it is that, and I think that this is a very common opportunity with these kinds of assets, is that it's really about demonstrating early adoption and then clout. I was in early. I got this special piece that visually displays how committed I am to this project.
Mhm.
And I think one potentially cool component here is if some of the proceeds went into the efforts of using chess to treat these issues that you're talking about, then now, like, if you like, in my mind, I always go to like precious metals. I'm always like, what about gold pieces,
the
you know
the safe
uh,
yeah. Yeah.
um, but then you're like, oh, I don't want to be ostentatious. But the way you get around that is if a percentage of the proceeds are going to some charitable cause that's related to the
Mhm.
activity, now I can show off, but I'm not being a jerk because I'm showing off that I was charitable. And I could see people getting very competitive about having, the best pieces, having the newest pieces, especially if there's that connection there where it's like, look,
Mhm.
yes, we're all having fun. Yes, there's this financial aspect, but we're also helping people. I don't know. Does that sound like a potential direction you guys might go?
Yeah, definitely. So our idea is that this social club should be accessible for all the people, and if you own some NFTs, of course you can use it as some skins and so on, but it's going to be free for everyone. So there's not going to be a barrier to entry. Of course, for now, Metaverse has a high barrier of entrance due to the hardware costs, but I think in the future, like some years ago, there was in each family you had a fixed landline, and now each family member have a smartphone. So we might see the same with the augmented reality devices in the future. And in this direction, we want to, of course, have the social club open for everyone, and maybe have some collaborations also with the European Chess Union or some other social projects that are uh, in the chess world, so that are present in the chess world.
Cool. Out of curiosity, why not
Mhm.
start with a more with an intermediate step of like a more accessible, like just a website where you could play
Mhm.
chess with your pieces?
We are thinking about that. We are thinking about this, and we are analyzing on how much time we can spend on that, and how what kind of existing platforms we might use or libraries and so on. So this is something that we are looking at right now. So,
Oh, very interesting. Well, feel free to ask us for any help or any questions. I know
okay.
Steve, our CTO, is a big chess fan,
Ah,
FYI.
okay.
Uh,
Perfect.
and I wouldn't be surprised if Michael likes it too. We've just never
Mhm.
discussed it. And hey, I'll get into it if it's related to Koinos. So yeah, that's really interesting stuff. Thank you for sharing all that information. I think it's a really interesting project. I really love the idea of using chess to help people with neurodegenerative disorders and people in prison. That's so interesting. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what else you guys do with the project. For anyone watching who wants to learn more or do something next, should they just go to collection, or is there another place you'd like to send them?
Yes, we have also a Discord server, so yeah, feel free to message us there. We reply as soon as possible. So yeah, and if you have any ideas or anything related to this project, please feel free to even DM me on X or on Discord and so on.
Well, it's great chatting you. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.